I've done it again. Hello everyone. I keep raising my eyebrows. I don't know why, but I can't do it again. So we're just going to go with it. My name is Paula, and I'm on the internet. So on here on YouTube and Instagram as Stitched by Mrs D. That's what my shop is called as well. That's what my business is called. I've got a sewing business. I sell project bags for knitters and crocheters. You don't have to use them as crochet bags or knitting bags. You could put anything in them, I suppose. And I also make teddy bears. I didn't make him. He's new. I'll introduce you properly to him in a little while. I got him yesterday. I couldn't resist him, but I'll tell you more about that later. I am thrilled with him though, but we'll wait. I've just remembered I haven't got a knitting pattern that I need to show you. I'll go and find it when the time comes, so I can't stop it again. It's the end of May. Is it the 31st of May today, everybody? Let's have a look. I think it is. Yeah, it's Friday the 31st of May, but you'd think it was the 31st of probably February. It's very cold, it's very windy. I haven't taken the dog out yet. I've got tights on again. I thought I'd done with tights until like the end of September, start of October, but now I've got them on today. I don't know what's going on. It's all right though. I don't mind weather, but it is, I would like to go outside and read my books again, because I got into the habit of that and I really enjoyed it, but there's no chance that's going to be happening at the moment. What else do I normally say? I'm having a shop update tomorrow which will be the 1st of June at 6 p.m, and it will be a sheep themed shop update, but I'll show you those items that I've got available at the end. I was going to say at the end of the show. At the end of this, when I've stopped finishing about my knitting, when I've finished talking about my knitting and crochet. So last time I came to see you, it was about, I think, 2 weeks ago. I've just had to change my dress. Of course, I realised that I've got on exactly the same thing as I wore last time. So I've changed. Oh, and I showed you all of my socks that I'd been making last time, and the socks that I was in the process of making. So this time I'm going to show you everything that's not socks. Ian's in his bed, so if you hear in his cot, so if you hear snoring, it's him. Listen. I don't know if you'll be able to hear that. People with headphones might be able to. People with headphones might also be able to hear Meg, who's upstairs, chit-chatting. I was going to do this a bit earlier in the day, but this morning in bed, somehow I found myself looking at the local auction catalogue for the lots that were going to be up for bidding today. And the lots that I've been interested in were 4 something and then 500 and something. And I managed to get one thing, which is two things, but I got outbid on 2 dolls. One was a beautiful little doll with a bit of a Pauline type character with him. I didn't get that. Oh, I was annoyed, and I really regret it. I could have got them both for £15, but I don't know what stopped me, because that would still have been a bargain. He was such a lovely little baby. I'm going to regret that. And then the other thing that I wanted, which is what I've been looking for a while, is a house for Debbie and Jackie, who are my dolls here. They want to move out of the dresser because they're not getting on very well with Janet and Carol. Carol's here, she's got a kangaroo, and it gets on everybody's nerves. They want to move out. and I've been looking for a doll's house for them to go there, and I did find a nice one today, but again I got outbid. I didn't get outbid on one thing that I've been looking for a long time. In fact, I expect you've heard me talk about my search for one of these before. If you've ever watched, I think it was Vlogmas or maybe Vlogtober or one of those types of things. I've been looking for a little sailor doll. One that's got a cheeky face with his eyes going off to the side. I've been looking for a good one for, I'd say, about 4 or 5 years. They look like this. I expect you're looking at that and thinking, why do you want one of them? Well, I found one. There was one today in the auction with a doll that I've never heard of before, and I think it's an American doll. It's a Campbell's Kid doll. So I've managed to get the sailor doll that I've always wanted in mint condition. I can't believe I've never seen one as good as the one I've managed to get. And I've also got a mint condition Campbell's Kid doll. I didn't know what one of those was. I just wanted the sailor doll, but oh my goodness, it's the cheekiest little, it's similar to a Cupid doll. I've got a Cupid doll up there. You know what a Cupid doll is, don't you? But they've just got beautiful big cheeks. Oh, it's so cheeky. So next time I see you, I hope to introduce you to my new sailor and this cheeky little Campbell's doll, Campbell's Kid doll. Oh, he's beautiful. I think he's a little chef. Do you remember the little chef? I used to love the little chef. Those lollies that you used to get if you finished your dinner. Oh, they were nice. They had look, sherbet in the middle, but hard sherbet. Anyway, I might get on now with oh, anyway, so the reason I'm doing this a bit late is because I had to wait for these lots to come up because I didn't want to risk missing them. So I have been successful on one count, unsuccessful on 2. But I am delighted. I've never seen a doll, the sailor doll that I want, in this, you know, in this condition. I've just been and showed Meg and she was really pleased. Yeah, and for the price as well, for these 2 dolls, it's brilliant. I'm thrilled. James isn't going to be thrilled when he finds out he's got to go and pick them up for me on Monday. But at least they won't fill up the car like last time. Right, let's get on. So I've got, his name is not George, but we'll call him George. He's got a bizarre outfit on today. I didn't make this thing that he's got on here. He's got a nappy on over the top of his outfit. This is actually a Christmas outfit. He's got a weird t-shirt on. His name isn't actually George, but he's got a bit of a funny name, and I don't want people get offended, don't they? So I don't want people to get offended by his actual name. It's not that bad. Lizzie named him when she was little. But right, so I've made him another cardigan. This is where I've got to go and get the knitting pattern, isn't it? I shouldn't have done this first. It looks weird. Hang on, I'll just go and get the pattern. I've also got a hot water bowl. It's not a very nice one. I can't find sweep anywhere. And Uncle Simon, he is beyond use anymore. He's very threadbare. Threadbare beyond repair. Right, so this is the pattern that I've made George, his pattern, his cardigan out of. It's this one here, Sirdar 3974. It's a double knitting pattern, chest from 12 inches to 20 inches. And I make him the smallest size, and I make the V-neck version of it, but I put 2 buttons in because he's got such a skinny neck here. That's too wide, that'd be too loose on him, so I can, the fabric there nips in nicely with an extra button there. That'd be no good on a baby. That would be too big for his neck. That's just right. because he's been like carted about quite a lot, so he's lost a lot of his like stuff up here. You've seen that Lizzie's Wowo, haven't you? He has got very thin neck. Yeah, so a button there just cinches that bit in and makes it just right. Oh, here comes Lillian again. She's backwards and forwards today. It's been so windy and rainy, she hasn't been out yet, but she wouldn't want to go out. I could try, but there'd be no point. I'm hoping that after this she'll want to go. Right, so here we are. Hello Ian, did Lillian make you jump? This is his new one that I made for him. I'm ever so sorry, but I haven't got the band to tell you what this wool is. But this is how it looks. I do like the way that this pattern has knit up with this with these stripes. If you're desperate to know what this is, I bought it when me and Lizzie went on a trip. I think it was either the first or second day of the April vlogs, the spring vlogs that I did. So where we go out and get a new toaster, the picture of me with a toaster. If you're desperate to know what this wool is, you might be, someone might want to know, that's where you can find out if you watch that video. There you go, do a bit of modelling, George. He's wonderful, he's such a character. A show off. No, don't need that. Right, so that's it. And then I've actually bought another couple of balls of wool so that I can make him a couple more. So I've got this one here, James C. Brett Baby Twinkle DK. I like that. Oh, don't the twinkles look nice in the camera? I like these colours. They make my eyes hurt though, looking at them in the screen. Very nice. And then this one as well, which is King Cole Stripe DK. So I'll make him a couple more as and when I fancy it out of these two things. Lovely. Got a special favourite. Oh, I do like getting cosy. I've set myself a target to sit down a bit earlier today. James and Lizzie have gone on their Mount Snowdon trek, and I've already pre-ordered a pizza for everybody here. You'll believe what they've taken, what James has got. Well, you probably will believe it, because you know what he's like for an expedition. They've got walkie-talkies, even though they're going to be together the whole time. He's bought a doorstop, and I can't remember what that was for, but he said it's the top thing you have for security when you go somewhere different. The IFAC, if anyone watched my vlogs, do you know what that is? It's a first aid kit. That's gone. That's full of stuff. What else weird was there that I saw? Oh, some clip things. Oh, I don't know. So him and Lizzie have gone off on a trip. Right, I'll show you one of my cardigans now. I did a little bit of this when I was watching something with Lizzie. Oh, I don't know where the pattern for this has gone. This is the Bookish cardigan, but I don't know whose pattern it is. Oh, I've been making this a long time, haven't I, everybody? So I've had the two fronts done for ages. It's going to be a V-neck. Why does everything look grainy, like I'm filming on, like in the 1980s or something, or the 90s? So that's going to look nice. And now I'm on the back, and I did a couple more repeats of the back the other day, which I enjoyed when I was doing it. I love it when I'm doing it, but when I don't pick it up, I just don't want to do it, which is silly really. So the back is lovely as well. It's very, very heavily cabled. I don't know if you can see that. I thought I was showing you the wrong side there. Now that's it. So we've got crisscrosses. I don't know what's going on with the lighting today. But there's lots of crisscrosses, there's bobbles and zigzags, moss stitch, the lot. Now I looked at the pattern for this the other day, because what I was going to do was get the sleeves started and then just get going with them, because the sleeves have got this pattern as well on it, but I'm not going to do that because I'm never ever going to get it finished if I do that. So I'm just going to do the sleeves with moss stitch. And I was going to get going with them because I can do moss stitch, because the problem I've got, this is dark, you have to concentrate, and so I can't do it at night time. In the daytime, if I'm going to do any knitting in the daytime, I don't tend to have the telly on unless I've got like one of the children with me. But then if they're there, I tend to do some work knitting, like knit some teddy bear jumpers or stuff like that. So I'm just finding it hard to find a time to do anything with it, but I could do some with it tomorrow. But then I do like to knit and read at the same time, you see, so this isn't a knit and read type thing to do either. But I do like it. I will get it done, because it would be a waste. And this is what I'm making it out of. Stylecraft Life DK. And it's got some wool in it, I think. Yeah, 25% wool, 75% premium acrylic. And it's really nice. I think this is going to be quite a short cardigan, like a little cropped one. But I think I'll wear it a lot. I think I'll wear it with dresses. I'd wear it with this dress actually. Yeah. I don't know. It will get done, definitely. But I just don't know when. But it will get done. So that's that. You alright, Lillian? What's wrong? Right, I'll put that there. Where have I put? Right, you come over here, George. So no, you're there. That's there. Right. Do you remember a while ago, a very long time ago, I was making James a blanket out of all of his leftover sock yarn. So anything that I've ever made him socks with ends up in this bag here. And then I pick a ball. I was going to say at random, but it's not really that random, because I do have a little look, and just attach it to whatever I've just finished using and just crochet backwards and forwards. And this is another thing that I hadn't really touched for a while, but since I got it out the other day, you see, I've got a basket in my living room, and on top of the basket I put a throw that I've made, and I just forget that the basket's there, and that was in there with another quilt, with a quilt that I'm making, like a hand sewn one. You will have seen it, my Dandelion Designs one. I don't know if Meg's on the phone, she's singing. Oh, that is a nice special favourite. That was my last one. Oh, if I finish this early enough, I'll text Johnny and ask him to bring me some back from work. Yeah, so I haven't thought about it for a while, because, you know, out of sight, out of mind. But since it's been in sight again, oh, I've really enjoyed it, just doing a few rows on it every night. Although some nights it's been the only thing that I've been, like, doing stuff with. Oh, here she comes. I'm in a bit of a muddle, everybody. I don't know where it would have been last time I showed it to you, but it is getting quite nice and big now. It's still not quite big enough, but that's where we start at the bottom. Look, I was looking at this last night. I really like the way that the yellow bits and the green bits have all lined up, so they're in columns. Can you see? I remember knitting these socks. I knit these ones when I was drunk on a train on Halloween. So there's all different ones there. That's one of the, I want to say it, but I don't know if I'm right or wrong. It's a West Yorkshire Spinners one. Is it? Was it Sandra Rhodes? I think it is. So remember that. What else we got? That was, what's the matter, Ian? What's the matter, Lillian, as well? I think she wants to be cuddled. What's that nice wool called that I like? Peyton's Croy socks. That's what this purple is there. And that's what this row is that I did the other night. You see this little bit here? That's what that is. And this red and you probably don't care about this, but I'm going to show you anyway. Where is it? There was a red bit that I put in a long time ago. Ah, yes, right down the bottom here. This here, that was Peyton's Croy socks as well. So I really like this. I like doing it. That was a West Yorkshire Spinners, a bird one. I think that was Blue Tit. Why are you crying, Lillian? I'll cuddle you if you want. My friend Kelly sent me that one, that purple one, as a pair of some wool for James. That was some Regia. And then this one was, oh, I really like that one. Oh, what was it called? I think that was a James C. Brett one, actually. That was lovely. It had some bamboo in it. Actually, the ladies who sent me that one as well. And then this one here, you might recognise it from last time. This is Knit Picks. And that was the last pair of socks I made, James. And I've just got a little bit more of that left to crochet in, and I expect I'll do that tonight. So it's really nice. I like it. I'm going to stand up and show it to you, whatever's the matter. Would you like to sit on the chair next to me? Come on then. Well, I was just about to stand up, so you can't really... Well, you can sit on my lap. Hang on, just let me show you. She's got toenails in the blanket. Oh, no, it's okay. Right, I'll show you it. It's weird, but I really like it, and so does James. Look, I love seeing, like, the patterns, the way they go when they've been crocheted compared with how they are when they're knitted in the socks. And do you know what? Oh, do you know what Meg said to me last night? She's so funny. She said to me, "Mum, do you know what that blanket reminds me of?" I said, "What?" She said, "Dad's socks." I said, "Oh, what a coincidence, eh, Lily? That reminds me of that, because it is Dad's socks." What's the matter? Are you cold? So these are the balls I've got left to put in it. I remember making all these here. That's another Peyton's Croy socks there. And this rainbow one, I might put that one in next. That's the other sock for the one I'm putting in at the moment. Yeah, I've got all sorts. That was Cascade Prints, I think. I really like that. Yeah, so I've got all sorts. And then, of course, once it's done, I can start another one. I'm not going to put a border on it, but I really, really like it. And it's got to the stage now where it keeps me warm, because I do need that at the minute, and it folds up really nicely to go in the bag. I keep it in this bag, and it's so silly because I do make project bags, but I keep it in this. I'll tell you what I've found is a really good thing to use these wool warehouse bags for. keeping your vegetables in the fridge. You know, if you go shopping, they don't provide plastic bags anymore for shopping. In the you know, vegetables used to be able to get a bag and fill it up with carrots and stuff. If you keep hold of these and take it with you shopping, they're really, really good for like when you buy carrots and like your loose vegetables. That's what I keep them in, because well, you know, I've got a veg box, so I decant my veg box into these, and I do find that it keeps them fresh. But I do also eat the stuff quite quick, so I don't know if it's got anything to do with the bags or if it's to do with the speed that I eat things. But anyway, there you go. What else we got? Oh dear, Lillian, come on, come up and have a cuddle, because I feel very upset. Come on. Come on, it's fine. Here she is. She was very confused yesterday when I bought that thing back. Weren't you? You didn't know what it was. You thought it was a baby, didn't you? Yeah. And her little tail started to wag. I felt ever so sorry for her. It made me want to get a puppy. Would you like a new baby in the house? Would you like a baby? That's one of the words that she understands, baby. Because that's what we call the guinea pigs. Lay it down. You are silly. Right, I'm going to show you, well, I showed you this last week. Maybe, should I show you it again? I will. I'm making this. It's the Sweetly Dreaming blanket, which is a pattern by Cherry Heart, Sandra Paul. And it's squares, lovely big squares, that you then join together to make that pattern there. So I've made a few more of these. I still haven't decided what size I'm going to do. I think I'm going to do 5 by 6, but I'll know more when I've finished the square that I'm doing at the minute. So I've made 4 squares so far, well 4.5. So when I've done that one, I'm going to lay it all out and show you. That I won't show you. I'll lay it all out and decide whether 5 by 6 is going to be big enough. I told you last time, didn't I, that I was getting the first squares I did, I got 2 squares per ball. Not this time. I got less than 2 squares per ball, so I'm glad I've got plenty. So this is the square. Do you like it, Lillian? So it's got bobbles and lovely treble. Do you say trebles or triples? What do you say, Lillian? I say trebles, treble crochet. But I think I've heard some people say triple, but you know what I mean, whatever. And then got this nice thing in the middle, you see, and then when you sew the squares together, you get like a big square of these here. Oh, you might have to go. Oh, she's crying. You might have to go. Why don't you go and sit in your bed and guard? You're confused, aren't you? She's getting very old. That's not why she's confused. I think it's because she doesn't really understand, or she hasn't been out. Although she has been in the garden, so she should realise what's going on. I could put her on her lead and we wouldn't get past the front gate. She's going round and round on the floor now. I'm making this out of Stylecraft Bambino. So do you see what I mean? Once these are all stitched together, that will make a big square. That bit there will make a little pattern there. See, that's what I mean there by the big square. Yeah, so I'm not sure what size I'm going to do. I don't know whether that... I want it to be really, really big. 2... Yeah, I don't know whether That'll be big enough actually. Oh, I think it will. I'm going to finish this square tonight and then I'll know. Lovely jubbly. Still don't like this hook, but I did buy a hook yesterday actually. I could have sworn I put it in this bag. But I really do like. It's a Knit Pro Sing hook. Oh, it's not in here. I must have put it somewhere else. It's a lovely look. Oh, I'm using a 3.75mm hook to to crochet this with, by the way. I'll put that back in a muddle, haven't I? And I'm using a 3. Oh. I'm using a 3.5 hook for this. I thought I was using a 3.75 for everything. I don't know what's going on around here, you know. Right, I'm just going to have to continue to use this hook for this. Why did I think that? I don't know what's going on, everybody. I don't know. But anyway, look, lovely. I'll continue on that and I'll keep you updated with my progress. Did I say I'm using Stylecraft Bambino? I'm going to introduce you to this fella now, because just in case he's being distracting. So I went on a little trip yesterday with Lizzie. She had a bit of birthday money. She's just had a birthday. And we went into a teddy bear shop and she couldn't decide between the teddy bear that she picked, who's in the other room and I can't be bothered to go and get, and this fella here. I was really, really taken with him. He's actually a Tasmanian devil. He's made by Charlie Bears, and I just couldn't resist him. I couldn't leave him in the shop after she'd picked the other one. So he came home to live with me, didn't you? I've named him John Carson. His name was Charlie Carson after Miss, Carson from Downton Abbey, because I don't know, there's something about him. What's the matter? Don't worry, it's fine. There's something about this fella that reminds me of Carson from Downton Abbey. I would like to make him an Aran jumper. I just think it'd suit him. Right, would you like to show everybody your paws? Yeah, apparently he's a Tasmanian devil, but he don't look like a devil to me. And his tail, it's a very nice tail. His tail isn't as long as the one that Lizzie picked. She picked an animal I've never even heard of before. And here's his rather lovely feet, and they're very soft. So I just couldn't leave him in the shop, so he came home to live with me. He's very nice. Last night when I was crocheting, I had my arm round him. Do you like him? Say hello, John. Yeah, he's really sweet. I just think he's got a lot of personality. I'm going to sit you there now so that I can look at you, so you don't distract everybody. I know you think I'm daft buying a teddy bear at my age, and 2 dolls today as well, but then again, some of you look like a teddy bear, don't you? You're lovely. You're very lovely. So are you, Ian. So are you. Right, I'm going to show you this shawl because I haven't done anything on it in a while, and I want to. I might do this. I'll do this tonight, actually. This is my. Did I print off the front page? Yeah, Fluorescent shawl, and it's a pattern by Amber O'Brien. It's made with mosaic knitting, and it's gonna be like lovely big flowers, but also like other bits as well. She's back. I think she heard me say go out. She knows that word and what it means. So you start with all the stitches on the needles and then you decrease up, which is it's an intimidating thought, isn't it? So let's see, how many stitches have I started with? Over 500 stitches. So that's a lot, isn't it, to start with? But it doesn't feel like that when you're going, because you are decreasing quite a few stitches every, I think every row actually. I can't remember. I need to get into it again, because when I was doing it, I loved it. I couldn't get enough of it, but I've stopped. So let's have a look. The colours are Toadstool. It's not as red as that in real life. It's a lot more of a Christmassy kind of red. It's called Toadstool, and that's by Dystopic. I said this last time, didn't I? I don't know how to say it. Is it Dystopic Fibre? And that was sent to me by Janie, and so was this one as well actually. And this one is Serendipity by Lay House Yarns. What am I thinking of? Lay Family Yarns. There you go. Beautiful. Look, I love pink and red together. So I think now I've shown you it, I've got it in me to get it going again. I need to print off another version of the pattern though, because I've got my printer out. I always think getting my printer out is a massive deal. I don't know why, but it is out, so I could do this after I've finished talking to you. Because the pattern has been updated, the second chart has been updated. So I need to print it off again. I don't know actually what row I'm on, because I haven't been marking it down. I think once I work that out, I'll be well away again. Yeah. It's very nice and very satisfying. I do like doing mosaic knitting. Right, so now I've shown it to you, I'm going to start it up again. Right, I think the last thing I've got to show you, I got this from my charity shop the other day, this bag. I've put all sorts in here. Oh my goodness me, this pattern on top of these squares with the wool and the crochet hook is so inviting. Let me show you. I don't know what it is, but it's just made me, and it's on a pink chair as well, but just that pile of stuff. Doesn't that look lovely? Oh, very inviting. Right, this is inviting as well. So in here, oh, this is very lovely. I've got my Battenberg blanket, which I'm making with my lovely club that I've got from Pixie Yarns. I thought I'd sewn this up, but I haven't finished it. I've got 1, 2, 3 rows of sewing to do, and then it's done. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong side. I thought that looked like I hadn't sewn the ends in neatly. I thought I'd like put them all to the front, but don't worry about it. So I've got my next pack of colours, but let me show you so far. Now I'm stitching all of these squares together. This is the Battenberg blanket. Again, this is a crochet pattern by Sandra Paul from the Cherry Heart podcast, but I'm doing it in DK, and I'm doing the same amount of rounds on each of the squares as she recommends. I don't know what hook I'm using. I'm gonna have to watch my last video, because I thought I was using 3.75 for everything. Ooh, there is one in here. No, see, that's the 3.5. Oh, I don't know what's going on. So instead of joining all the squares as I go, I'm sewing them up, and I thought I wouldn't like that, but I've loved doing it. I'm sewing it together with the leftovers from the last blanket I made with my Pixie Yarns Year Club. This is some Drops Merino Baby. But this time for the white squares, I'm using this, well I think it's Off-White and it's Drops Charisma. So let me show you. So this is where the club started last month for the first one. So it started with the blues. Look, these are the bits I haven't sewn up. So I'm sewing across each line. And then it goes to a bit darker. And we'll go back over here. And we've got this colour here. So it goes up and up and up. Oh, I really like it. And then the last colour was this lovely sort of sandy colour over here. You see how nice it is? Very nice indeed. So let me show you what the next colour pack is that I'm gonna... Oh, I could do this too. Come on, I've got a lot of stuff going on tomorrow, haven't I? Here you go. So this is the Footsteps Yarn Club. I'm going to take it out so that you don't get the glare of the plastic. Well, I'll poke them out so that I don't lose the order. That's it. So this time we're starting from this side and going up to there. Now this is based on the seasons as well. So this one, I think it goes from June, I think it's every quarter, so June, July, August. So I think the next one will be available in September. Start with that one. I might get a big one of that one. I really like that. And that one, that one, that one, and that one. Yeah, and it's the Footsteps Yarn Club, the DK, and you get 6 times 20. You see? Yeah, so this club is 6 minis each time, but the last one was 5 minis 5 times a year, and this one is 6 4 times a year. There you go. Oh, it's very, very nice indeed. I love winding up wool, and this is good because I get to do it all the time. Yeah, I'm surprised about all this 3.5mm hook business that's been going on today. But can you see how lovely it is and how lovely it's going to be? I need to sew that up. So what will happen is, this will, I think it'll all fade up, and I think that she said that these, Sophie said, who is Pixie Yarns, Sophie said that these colours come back at the end, but like a different version, like they did with my one from last year. Oh, it's just so lovely, and it feels nice as well. And I'm enjoying sewing them. I might sew them together tomorrow as well. I don't know why I think I've got all the time in the world tomorrow. Because I haven't. I've got loads to do. Lizzie and James needn't have gone to Mount Snowdon. They could have just climbed up the ironing pile. That would have taken them just as long. I can't wait to show you this once it's done. And it's not even halfway. Well, when I put this next load in, it'll be halfway. So I'm getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares per mini. And I'm going to make the blanket 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It'll be 15 by 16. Because I'm getting 4 per pack. You know what I mean, don't you? Yeah. So that'll be, it's going to be a very, very nice blanket. Yeah. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Ian, do you want to come up here and show everybody how lovely you are with your nice big chin? Cool, he come in the other day, had a chunk out of here. Don't know how that happened, but he's got a scar now. Right, so I think that is it for today. What's in there? Well, that'll be boring, so I won't show you that. But isn't this lovely? It just feels so nice as well. Right, everybody, I think that's it for today. Apart from the stuff that's going to be going in my shop tomorrow. So if you don't want to hear about that, I'll say toodle pip to you now. And I'll see you next time. If you're still here, I'm having a sheep themed shop update tomorrow. I've gone a bit funny with sheep. But I cut up the vintage, well they said vintage, but it's 1977. How many people does that make vintage? I'm nearly vintage, let's put it that way. Although the lady in the cafe today said that she thought I was about 35, which is quite a bit younger than I actually am, so that made me happy. Right, let's have a look and see what we've got. So I've cut the vintage fabric. I didn't know what to do with it for the best. So in the end, I decided to make massive bags with it and use the panels at the front. So I managed to get 5 big panels with plenty of sheep on them per bag, and then all of the leftovers I've done patchwork with on the back, because I didn't know whether to do like just cut the squares out or cut the whole thing up into little bits and do patchwork, but I've done both, and I've got slithers of the, isn't that a nice word? Unless you're talking about something slithering. But that's different, isn't it? It's slithers as in thin bits, TH, but sliver is like, yeah, I've got slivers, slithers. I'll look it up, don't write in, I'll look it up myself. I haven't got very much left. I've got tiny little bits left of this fabric, so I have used, I'd say, as much as I possibly could do. So look, all the little bits are here. Oh, I've decided to mix it with this lovely daisy gingham, and I think it goes nicely together. So there's birds there, apples in the tree, a little bit of bunting and a heart, and they've all got them on, and these are extra large bags. I am going to list them separately because the variety of sheep on each one is different. Some of them you just get the bum of the sheep, like this one here. He's got his back to us, a bit rude, but never mind. And they're all different on the back as well. But of course the pattern was so big, I've been able to use all the different bits of the pattern as patchwork, like little bits of each of the different patterns on the fabric. Do you know what I mean by that? Of course they don't really match up, you see. Lovely. And then this one, what we got on here, we've got a baby lamb. Birds again, and a sheep on the back, but they're all, I'll list them all separately. I like this one because this one's got a big bit of birds on the back. I've got a loose thread there. And then this is the last one. So I've only got 5, but they are extra large size. You could fit a jumper, a blanket, or anything big in them. Can you see how big they are? I've got a big old head. But I'm really pleased with how they came out. So I've got those. Of course I'm having a sheep themed update. I've made some sheep bags as well. Now I haven't named them yet, but that is what I'm going to do tonight, and I'll put a post on Instagram, which I haven't been on in ages, to show what their names are. So I've got this lovely little girl here. This one's her husband. And whatever the fabric is at the top, that's what it's lined with as well. So these ones I'd say were sort of medium sized ones. I've got another couple. That one there. That lovely girl there. And that lovely girl there, she's lined with some Liberty. And then I've got some lambs as well, which is like more of a sock size. So I've got him, a pink one, another Liberty one, and oh, there you go, and that one there. And then I didn't make, when I first made these last December, I made some purses with little faces on, and I haven't made any since. So I thought I'd make some chic purses as well. They've got little ears, and they're all lined with pink spotty fabric. So there'll be a few of those as well. So if you're interested in any of them, I'll put the link to my shop in the description box. I sell my things on Ko-fi. The link that I put in the description box, it won't show my shop until tomorrow night at 6 o'clock when I open up the shop. That's when the shop tab will show up, you see. If I haven't got anything in my shop, the shop isn't visible with the link below. You can click on it and you can go to my Ko-fi page. Is it Ko-fi or Coffee? I don't know. I hear people say different things, but you know what I mean. But there's a tab and it won't say shop until 6 o'clock tomorrow night when I open it up. So I think that's it. Come on, John Carson. We're going to have a pizza tonight. I wonder if he's had pizza before. Have you ever tried pizza? Have you had pizza before? Ah, that's all right then. Do you like it? Oh. Do you like garlic bread? What do you like? Radishes. Okay, I've got some in the fridge. If you ordered one of my, well, Ian's sisters, I would imagine if you're in the UK you'd have it by now. If you haven't, let me know and I'll check the tracking for you. If you don't live in the UK and you've ordered one, I'm sure it'll be with you very soon. Because they've all been sent out now. Right, would you like me to knit you a jumper? Oh, don't like handmade stuff. No, designer things. Well, you know that's... Oh. I'm sure we'll win him round, won't we? I just love him. I don't think he likes me. I think I'll get on his nerves. Right, I'm going to have a look. I'm going to open the windows and see what the weather's like, because we've had black wind today as well. What's the time? See if I can get old Happy Jack out for you know what. Oh, James has just texted me. He's just arrived, so I'm going to give him a call as well. But thank you for watching. If you've made it this far, I don't know why you have, but thanks very much. And I'll see you soon. I've got a video coming up, I should think next week, to tell you about my advent that will be going on sale, I think in a week and a bit. So if you're interested in one of those, that video is coming up. I don't make very many of them. They're very, very limited. So if you want one of them and want some information about it, there'll be a video next week. Weren't there, I nearly called him Charlie, weren't there, John? Maybe we should change him back to Charlie. Oh, and I'll be able to show you my little sailor doll. Right, see you soon everybody. Thank you for watching. Toodle pip, bye.